So, as everyone knows, a couple months ago, a huge roadmap leaked for Fortnite, which basically revealed all of their 2024 plans. So far, we've gotten a Rex season, another Marvel season, all the festival artists, some of the LEGO updates, and lots of the rocket racing stuff. And the next Battle Royale thing is Chapter 2 OG. For those who don't know, welcome to Planet Earth. Fortnite OG was this huge event where they brought back the OG map for 1 month, and they would cycle through a bunch of the different seasons, ranging from Season 5 to Season 10, and everyone had a great time. It broke player numbers, making it Fortnite's biggest day in history, and it was just insane when it first happened, and Epic said that they were going to bring back OG next year. But it wasn't exactly in the way we expected. It came in the form of Reload. And this time, it seems like we're going to be getting an OG season themed around Chapter 2, which, in case you don't know, is the second chapter in Battle Royale, which is a completely different map from Chapter 1. But recently, more and more stuff has been coming out about this, and I've gotten more and more worried the more I read about this. More info has come out about this, and I just am worried that it's not going to be that good. Matter of fact, I'm worried it's going to be mid. I know, it's a scary thought. Chapter 2 being mid? Well, let me just talk about why I'm scared about this. For starters, literally the day I'm recording this video, it was revealed that we are only going to be going to Seasons 1, 2, and 3. And before, this was kind of teased because on the roadmap, these were the only 3 seasons shown, but everyone just assumed this was a placeholder image and they were actually going to go to all the seasons except Primal. No one cares about Primal. But I'm just worried because Season 1 to me was so boring. There was no new content. We got the new map and a few new guns and stuff like that, and then the harpoon gun as one update, and the Star Wars lightsabers. And I doubt that they're gonna bring back the lightsabers. I know Disney is kind of a part of Epic Games now, but still, I doubt they bring back the lightsabers. Plus, it would just feel weird. So, Season 1 really has no content to give us. But Season 2, on the other hand, that's gonna be phenomenal to go to. I love that season so much. It's not the best of the chapter in my opinion. I think that goes to Season 4, but still, this was a phenomenal season. I can't wait to go back to it, but even then, I still think there's gonna be something off about that season. Map-wise, it's not very visually distinct. Don't get me wrong, we got a ton of map changes during that season, but if you just look at the map, you can't really tell the difference. But regardless, this is still by far going to be the best season to go to. And then we have Season 3, which is going to be super fun to go to, but I just don't think they're gonna flood the map all the way. I don't know, I just feel like it would be weird to have the map flood for 2 weeks and then go into an end event. Which, let's talk about the time restraints for these seasons, because it's going to be weird. Now, by the looks of it, it looks like it's going to be 1 month long, same as the last OG season. But I don't think we have enough content to take us through a whole month. When we went back to the OG map back in 2023, we had 5 seasons to go through, and each one was really distinct. Like in Season 6, the cube floated up into the sky. We had a bunch of different, the things happen around the island. It was visually distinct. Season 7, we got a snow biome. Granted, it wasn't big as the one back in the OG Season 7, but still, at least it was visually distinct. And then we went to Seasons 8 and 9, which didn't really have any map changes, but still brought cannons and little things here and there. And then Season X added a ton of cool weapons and stuff like that. The comet came into the sky, it was crazy. All of those seasons felt like they added something onto the map. But I don't think that's going to be the case for Chapter 2. The only crazy map change that I see is the map being flooded, which, don't get me wrong, it's going to be cool. Seeing the Fortilla again will be cool, but I just don't really see that there's enough content to take us through 3 seasons in the span of a month. Maybe I'm not wording this properly, but it felt like during Season OG we got so much stuff that you never got bored. But in this season, I don't really see myself playing this that much because Season 1 was really boring. We got one update the entire chapter, or one big update at least, with the harpoon gun. Season 2 I'll definitely play a lot of. I'll have a lot of fun during that, but even still, I don't think the map is visually distinct enough to differentiate its map. Don't get me wrong, Loophole's gonna be different, but agency and what else? Then Season 3 is going to be cool, don't get me wrong, but once again, we're probably going to have to split out these seasons over the course of 2 weeks compared to the 1 week back in OG. I also want to bring up another thing, the event that got leaked, because it was leaked that we're going to be getting an end event, just like last season's OG, where we got a recreation of the end events, but then it showed off a bunch of different metaverse modes and stuff. I'm kind of worried, because Season 3 did not have a live event. Season 2 had 2 live events. Heck, even Season 1 had a live event. Granted, it was a Star Wars talk show, but still a live event regardless. Season 3 didn't have anything. And if we're supposedly going to be getting a live event, it means that we're either A, going to be getting a rerun of the Chapter 2 end event, which wouldn't make any sense because we haven't gone to Season 8, and that would just be a whole different can of worms to open. And we can't do the device event because that was the thing that flooded the map in the first place. And so what is it going to be? A completely original event? What original event for Season 3 of all things could launch us into the next chapter? Also, I mentioned Season 8. Let's talk about that for a second. Epic is so stupid for not doing Seasons 5, 7, and 8. I can understand why they wouldn't want to do 4 because A, there's probably some legal issues with Marvel, even though Disney does own Epic Games, like I said. There might be some legality issues there, and also, we're having a Marvel season right now. I doubt they would want to go right back into Marvel right away, so I can understand why they wouldn't want to do that. And Primal, no one wants to go back to Primal. All you Primal fans, you guys are gaslighting yourselves. No one likes this season. But Season 5 was really good with the desert biome and the sand tunneling and all the different guns, the bounty hunters. It introduced the gold system, which was cool. Season 7 was so good. The alien theme, the last reality coming to the island, the end event. I know we probably wouldn't do that event, but still that event was amazing. The way it was so cool. And Season 8 was also really fun. A really overhated season in my opinion. I don't know why so many people call it mid. But still, when I think of Chapter 2, I mainly think of these seasons and Season 2 and Season 4, but I don't know if that really counts. No offense to the Season 3 or 6 fans, but I am not thinking of Seasons 1, 3, and 6 when I think of Chapter 2. I mainly think of the latter half of Chapter 2, which is why I was excited for Chapter 2 OG. But since we're only going to the first 3 seasons, I just don't see myself enjoying it as much as I thought it would be. I'm worried. I am really, really worried for this. I don't want to say that it shouldn't happen, but at the same time, I just don't really know if this is going to be as fun. Now, I could see them maybe saving the other seasons for another OG, because going to Chapter 3 OG, what are we doing? But at the same time, do we really need an OG season every single end of the chapter? Because we have Reload now, which is what I think OG should be. A sort of celebration of Fortnite's past. Not just going back to it and just recycling the same stuff over and over, but taking the old stuff but putting a new spin on it. Throwing in a bunch of different weapons from different chapters and different POIs and just cultivating that all into one map in a new game mode. I feel like that is the best possible solution for Epic to go if they want to keep the OG feeling of Fortnite, but also keep it fresh. Overall, I'm just worried for Chapter 2 OG. I'm still going to be playing it 100%. I love Chapter 2, but still, I'm cautiously optimistic. With that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.